Hello and welcome to my channel, or welcome back. This is Guyana Ascended. It's Anastasia here with you today for our next video. So today's topic is going to be your summer forecast in love and life. So we will have the love portion and the life portion of this reading. So you'll get both love, romance messages and just general messages for what's coming up for you this summer for the next few months. And we have 3 piles to choose from today as usual. Just a little thank you to Casey at Mosaic Mermaid for the collab we just did, and to be a guy, I was gonna say Guyana Ascended, to be at Honeybee Hive Tarot. Go check out both of those collabs. How Are They Feeling Your Energy was the collab with Honeybee Hive Tarot, the lovely bee. Thank you so much. And How Are They Feeling About You Right Now with Casey at Mosaic Mermaid Tarot. So please check out my videos, their videos. The community feed has posts about it. You can also find those on my homepage, my video page, and I'm thinking of making a collab playlist because I am reaching out to a few more of my lovely friends to see if we can collab, because it's so much fun and it's definitely helping all of us to work together. I'm just so excited. I've reached 500 subs today, so yay. And I should be, by the time that YouTube updates the analytics in the next few days, I should be at the first tier of monetization. So look for super thanks, the super thanks button, and please do consider clicking that button and contributing something if the reading resonated with you. I am rebuilding from scratch. I've had 2 channels before. I am Ascension Cafe and Mystic Cafe. If you have seen me in the past, thank you for finding me. So excited that you're here. If you're totally new, welcome. This is a new frequency, a new version of me, and a more upgraded version of me. And it's just such a beautiful thing for me to be able to be back here with all of you. I do imbue these videos with Reiki in order to create a safe, sacred sanctuary around the messages so that nothing harmful or destructive comes through, even if the message might be a little difficult to hear sometimes. I'm keeping my energy clear, your energy clear, and if you're interested in that flow coming to you, you can always just say yes silently in your energy field. Reiki cannot harm you. It will not go to anyone who is not interested, and Reiki is just love. It's just life force energy. It's a beautiful frequency. I am a Reiki master. I'm an Usui HolyFire3 Karuna World Peace Reiki Master and an Animal Reiki Master. I do have a Reiki menu and a tarot menu available if you email me. I do personal readings. They range from $35 to $100, and it's a 1-question reading regardless of the duration. I have a menu with questions to choose from. It's really easy, straightforward booking information. So if you're interested in that, please do email me. I've been excited to get back online and do those. I had great results with my very first client. The reading was confirming what she already knew. It was very helpful. And then she came back for another reading already. So that's super exciting. I do not do third-party readings. And you'll see the note in my menu, rather, not the description box, about why, basically what I do, and then also, why I only answer 1 question, because you can get so much information, but the question creates a container for where I tune into that person and how I tune in. And that just helps for reader clarity. I also request that people not tell me their story. I know there's an urge to tell me everything you've been through, but I am a more objective, clear reader if I read it through the cards, even if I can't give you as specific of an exact message, because I'm trying to be, careful that I don't mislead you. I'm also pretty darn accurate without all of the story and the details. It keeps my mind out of things, keeps the reading clear. So just a few things that I wanted to talk about when it comes to personals and what I'm doing here as far as that goes. Also, I have a thank you to Heidi for the lovely Adventure Tarot, which we are going to be using in today's reading. I'm so excited. Thank you so much, Heidi. She also donated to the channel the Love Me, Not Love messages cards, which these can be amazing, but also brutally honest. So, viewer discretion advised when we use these, and really tune into your own intuition regardless of what a general reading says, because some of the messages might be like, oh no, that's not my story. And then we also have these love messages cards. These are cute. They're fun. There's a lot of typos. So if you notice the card says something funny and I'm reading it slightly different, that's because I'm trying to read it correctly as far as grammar. So I think that someone's second language is English who wrote these, which is totally fine. But these are still really cool cards. I love the real life photo images and the detailed messages on them. So thank you so much, Heidi, for those. And we also still have our feminine, divine feminine oracle and our archangel animal oracle from Angelina. So thank you. And I received donations from Vivian. Thank you so much, Vivian. And honestly, okay, the other two folks, beloved souls, I am so sorry that your names are slipping my mind. I will absolutely thank you at some point, because due to those 2 donations, we were able to get these love messages cards. And now I have a wonderful deck that I truly enjoy working with. This, which is basically, it seems like it's based off the Island Time Wellness cards, but it has the artwork. Ooh, it has the artwork that it's just really a beautiful deck here. So thank you to everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all of your contributions and your gifts and your love and support. Thank you for watching. If all you're doing is watching, I do have a PayPal, Venmo, and an Amazon wish list if you're interested in contributing. But if all you're doing is watching, I'm so happy for you to be here. So after all of that, let's go into the pile selection. So for our pile selections today, we have 3 to choose from, as I mentioned in the intro. So pile 1, you have this Solitude card, Withdrawal from Society, number 6. And this yellow or ochre colored jasper with quartz inclusions. This is a beautiful stone. Hopefully I'm holding it up where you can see it. Pile 2, you have the joy card, number 24, pure happiness, the little bunnies. And you have the amethyst point, which is one of my channel favorites. Pile 3, you have the harmony card, peace and balance, number 35. And you have this Scolecite, which I felt like really reminded me of the flowers in this card. So that's why I chose it. This is a very calming stone. So go ahead and tune into your energies. If you have a person, you can tune into their energies as well for the love portion. Excuse me, a little burp confirmation on the tuning in. Also just had some of my Earl Grey signature tea, so excuse me. So go ahead, tune into your person and tune into yourself. Or if you don't have a person, of course, just tune into your own energy. And you may be drawn to more than one pile, and that's okay. But do choose the pile you're drawn to the most. Timestamps will be in the description box as well as in the pinned comments. And yeah, I look forward to reading for you. And if you're interested in a personal, my email is in the description box. It's guyana.ascended@proton.me. And let's go ahead and get into your reading. Hello and welcome, pile 1. If you chose this Solitude card, Withdrawal from Society, number 6, this is going to be your reading. Now, this card, I have to say it, I try to keep myself neutral and not too invested in these readings as far as my own energy, but I was just sitting on a bench in front of a little creek. I live where there are geese, and we have like a little stone bridge that crosses this creek where I live. So I'm just really resonating with this energy. So you may resonate with living by a creek or where there are geese. You could live in a northern area, you may be about to experience some deeply relaxing and enriching solitude, okay? And this doesn't mean loneliness. It doesn't mean aloneness. This means solitude, much needed solitude, a chance to take a break, relax, recharge, just feel your own energy, connect with nature. So that is the first energy that I'm feeling here for you, pile 1, that is coming towards you in your summer forecast. So let's go ahead and get into it. So we are going to use this lovely Adventure Tarot, which was a donation from Heidi. Heidi, if you're watching this pile, thank you so much. She also donated some love messages cards as well. So let's go ahead and get into the love portion. It will be just a general overview of what is your forecast in love this summer. And then we will get a couple love messages cards to close out. And then we will go into the general messages, what you can look forward to this summer when it comes to the type of things that you are going to experience. So pile 1, what is your summer forecast in love? Spirit, for my pile 1s. We have the 9 of Pentacles. All right, getting your bag. So not only are you going to be enjoying nature, which she's also hanging out in nature with the trees here, you will be glowing up. So this is an energy of having everything you need, being able to provide for yourself. So I'm hearing like the checks coming in, the clients coming in, maybe a job offer, just really able to take care of yourself in a financial and material way. Very grounded energy coming in, an independent energy though still, but very much like, you know, I'm hearing for those of you that are feminines, like sisters are doing it for themselves. That is a song by Annie Lennox. Check that song out. Love that song. So, and it doesn't matter. You don't have to be feminine. You can still be a sister. You can be an honorary sister doing it for themselves. You know, sisters and brothers just hanging out, doing their thing, vibing, and being successful. So let's see what else is coming towards you. What is your forecast? 6 of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. So this solitude is going to be a much needed break, but it's not like you aren't going to be busy. So it feels like my pile 1s are going to be working. You are going to be reaping the benefits of whatever you've been putting out there. I mean, this is a tree, this is a money tree. You guys are growing some money trees? Is that what's going on? Okay, please tell me how you get those seeds, because I'm all about it, right? You know, I am very much about creating abundance and then giving back in the ways that will nurture and nourish society, humanity. I went through a very intense anti-capitalist stage. I'm just going to say it. And you know what? It doesn't mean that I'm all about the system. But what I've realized is we need to work within the system. And then when we create abundance for ourselves, we can give that abundance to others and we can make change within the system. So I have shifted, if you know me from the past, I have shifted out of a very difficult spiritual, emotional transformation around things like abundance and money and deservingness and worthiness, and how to operate within a system where you can create abundance. But that abundance, you can offset the negative aspects of it and you can benefit others, being a benefactor. And the 6 of Pentacles is exactly that energy. Someone who has enough to give, enough to collect for themselves and give to others. So this is something, if this was your goal, this is something that is coming true for you. Very grounded energy, reciprocity, giving and receiving energetically and physically, okay? And this is a suit of time. So a lot of taking time to be by yourself. Quiet, slow movement. Because the Pentacles is a very slow moving suit. So you are building something and you are building it slowly and you are somehow tied to nature in this way. So you could be someone who has work that involves nature in the outdoors. You don't have to, or the time you're spending in nature is very much going to benefit you. Now, I'm supposed to be asking what's coming for you in love, my pile 1s, but perhaps you're not having as much of a love life right now as you're having a very abundant glow up in yourself. But this may lead to more reciprocity in your connections or the connection you're already in. Especially if you're already in a connection, maybe the love isn't highlighted here because that's just kind of going smoothly. So you're just all about, hey, I'm doing my own thing. You know, everything is, maybe I need a break from my partner for a while just to focus on money. So however that looks for you, but your energy's coming through strong where we kind of just jumped over the love, like just kind of like skipped that part, right? So let's see what's coming for you in love. The High Priestess. So there's still a deep sensual energy here, but this is also a very quiet, intuitive, solitary energy archetype. So I'm just going to say it, especially with the cover card, there might not be a lot coming for you in love. And look at what I started stuttering. Look what's on the back of the deck. So here's what's going on. I don't feel this is what's coming towards you because this is the back of deck energy. And as I turned it over and saw it, I realized some of you may have gone through something very painful, a betrayal or a deception, might not resonate for everyone, or self-deception around your ability to do things on your own. So whatever you've been through, there's just a very strong energy here of, I'm doing good on my own right now. So you're either in an I'm taking a break from love stage, or you're in an I'm in a relationship and I just need distance from that connection to do my own thing right now. You're very, very heightened in your intuition. You could be manifesting. This gives me manifesting love. Like, I want an abundance of what I need to ground myself so that then I can offer someone something that is tangible and grounded. So you're going with your own flow and you're manifesting. She's in the stars, but there's like this watery energy here too. It's like you are in your dream space. I feel like she's in a nightgown. In your dream space, you are calling in the love. So maybe there's not as much action in your love life, but what you're doing is you're creating the groundwork, the foundation for a healthy love life. So let's look at pile 4. Let's look at the next card. Where's pile 4? We're not even doing those right now. The energy is flowing really strong through me too. The messages are pretty easy to channel. So I'm feeling good. Like you're going to be in your flow, intuitive, aware, awake, like expanding. And your intuitive gifts could be what are benefiting you. However those express. The Empress, look at you. Oh my goodness. So look at you getting exercise, refueling, hydrating, maybe going on some hikes. So there's that beautiful energy of being a magnetic, nurturing force. So this is giving me that same energy of some of you could already be in a relationship, okay? And so you're vibing. That relationship is solid. Don't let that 7 of Swords trigger you, okay? If you're already in a relationship, that energy was just saying, for those of you in this pile who've been through something hard, a betrayal, you're glowing up, okay? So love isn't really a super highlighted thing right now as far as the 3D, but you're grounding it. You're bringing it down into earth, okay? You're grounding it. And you are just gorgeous right now. You are like, you're going to have people who are like attracted to you. You may be going through a phase where you're like, I need to, take better care of my body so that I can nurture others. Some of you could be moms. But you're like, look, I am worthy of the best, most beautiful love. And that is what I am creating for myself now. I am an Empress. I have command of my life. And I know how to take good care of myself, good care of others, and that is what I deserve. So let's see what's on the back now. 4 of Cups. Yeah. So this gives me the feeling that your love life might be a little stagnant, okay? They're kind of, it looks like her canoe capsized, and maybe she's just feeling a little bit like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening. Everyone else is having a good time in their canoes, and here I am just like hanging on the side. Some of you may actually have some outdoor adventures that go a little bit chaotic, but you're going to be fine, right? This might be a time of feeling kind of just like, I don't really have my heart intact. It's kind of a little all over the place. I'm not really able to access that place in myself for another person right now, so I need to focus on me. Okay, so let's see. So any love messages before we go into the life portion of the reading? Let's see. Love messages. Okay, so we're going to get the spiritual ones because I am feeling like you guys are manifesting. You are calling in a soul partner that can match you, a divine masculine or divine feminine. If you identify as calling in this Empress energy and you feel masculine, you are getting in touch with your feminine side here in order to bring in a feminine who you can resonate with, who can honor you and is in her divine feminine energy. So take it that way, regardless of your gender watching. So what are the messages from this person that you are calling in this summertime, pile 1? Whoa. We're just going to take the one that flipped over. Oh, the blank one. I thought I got all of these out. So yeah, this is very much a blank slate. This is like, wow, a brand new beginning. And also this is like, I'm hearing like, yeah, there's a silence here. So this is a very quiet love life reading. And if that isn't necessarily what you were hoping for, don't despair, because this is beautiful energy. This is the foundation for a very healthy relationship, okay? And you don't want to call in something when you're not ready, or, you know, if you've been through a lot, you don't want to repeat a cycle with someone who's not going to honor you. So let's see, anything else coming through? Deep down, my intentions with you have always been pure. So this is someone with pure intentions you're calling in. Someone who, yeah, look at this, pure, clear, clean, just a rose. This person's message to you is this beautiful, warm energy here. Something quiet, something peaceful, something beautiful, something simple, something pure. What else? You are my wish fulfillment and I want you only. Loyalty. Especially if that Seven of Swords was like, side piece or something going on, options, things like that. That is never fun to go through. This is what you're calling in. This is beautiful. I've been dreaming about having a future with you. So maybe you're in your dream space. You're connecting with this soul level connection. And that is so beautiful. All right, we're going to get one more little card. Anything else we need to know about your summer forecast in love here with this oracle card? Cupid's arrow. Have faith. Love is coming. Surprise invitation struck by love. So it is on its way, even if it's going to be a little bit of a slow burn, is what I'm hearing. Yes, clock. Needing time. Cycles takes time. Time to heal and progressing. So that is beautiful energy for your love life. So let's get into the messages for your everyday life experiences. We are going to go back to, whoa. All right, this card really wanted to come out. We are still using the Adventure Tarot for the whole reading today. Okay, so that Four of Cups, it was in reverse though as I picked it up. So what's going on in your everyday life is that you are coming out of this state, okay? This overall sort of, my heart might not be open. Maybe I'm looking at the past. I'm not seeing what's available to me. I'm not seeing the beauty of things because I feel like maybe I'm drowning or I'm a mess or things just aren't working out. You are shifting that energy, okay? So we're going to just put that back in the deck. So what is coming for my pile ones in their life this summer? What is their summer forecast for just general messages? What's going on? Five of Cups. Okay, so there is some grieving, but you will be supported by nature. And that Four of Cups is that person who's looking at the Three Cups, not seeing the divine love being offered. So now you're looking at those Three Cups in the Five of Cups and going, oh man, they've all spilled. So this is a healthy and natural process. And there's nothing to be afraid of, okay? There is some grieving and some healing going on, but there are two beautiful cups because there is a soul level love. You're just not seeing it yet, okay? All right, my pile ones. Nine of Swords. So you know what? And here's this. Here's you out looking at the stars and maybe struggling to see the beauty in it, feeling like life is like maybe the universe. You're like, why are you giving me these harsh lessons? Why am I going through this? A little bit of anxiety, a little bit of, you know, being somewhat tormented by the things you've been through. But again, don't fear this because this is a normal process if you're healing from something difficult, okay? Or if you are already in a relationship and maybe there's a need to just be like, you know what? I don't want to take this relationship and take these difficulties and forget this beauty, but I need to process whatever's happened between us. I need to go out on my own and I need to deal with this fear, this anxiety, this emotional distress, especially if you started a new relationship and it's going a little bit rocky because you have some unhealed trauma from something in the past. So keep that in mind, okay, you guys? But this looks like nature is helping you heal, you know, connecting to your starseed roots. If you feel like you're a starseed, maybe you're like, where's my family? Why aren't you guys here? Like, why aren't you guys, you're looking up at the sky here and you're like, hello, God, divine, whatever you believe in, you know, soul family, where are you? So there is a feeling of like longing and grief that you're going to be processing. What else is your summer forecast here, pile one? Three of Pentacles. So you might be camping with some friends. So you might go camping, or, you know, again, this is like work project energy. So even though you're going to be spending a significant amount of time collaborating with nature and with spirit and the divine and in a manifestation process in a resting mode, you also are going to meet people who you can build with. And perhaps what you're going to be doing is like focusing more on your work life and having reciprocity and energetically through the work you're doing while you are going through this lull or this period of sadness. But this is a beautiful feeling because this is also you finding people, like-minded people finding your soul family who can help you and also maybe are like, look, I'm going to help you rebuild. We're going to help you put up the tent. Maybe you feel like your world has been shattered in some way, but you're going to meet people who are going to help you rebuild. That is so beautiful. Explorer of Pentacles. So the Explorer of Pentacles is the Knight of Pentacles energy, I believe. Let me double check. Yeah, the Scout is the page. So you are going to be out there building, working slowly, self-care, self-nurturing, foundations. It's all about foundations. And this is a slow moving energy. So you are going to be learning to pace yourself when it comes to your everyday life, but you're going to build towards something that is stable and grounded. This is my pile. Like I'm feeling entrepreneurs. I'm feeling finding my dream career. I'm feeling not avoiding or escaping my emotions anymore. Seeing myself as beautiful, seeing myself as intuitive and wise. This card wants to come out. The Sun. This card wants to come out. The sun is coming out. And I am getting chills. And I just love that song. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Bet your bottom dollar. Why am I going to cry? If you have been in poverty or you have been suffering, and believe me, whew, I know what that feels like to be on the bottom. The sun is coming out. You will be so happy. Get some sunlight, pick some flowers, lay down in a field of flowers or grow some flowers. Realize that you are blooming. You might want to check out my community post. I posted some pictures of the little apartment complex where I live. It's the first time I've walked around in Michigan because I've been going through so much. And oh my gosh, the pollen though. It's called summer snow, and literally my lungs were closing before I came back inside. But I met someone who is also building and doing something really cool on YouTube, and I might share his work. He's an entrepreneur, and I love supporting people. So go out, get some sunlight. You might meet some people who are on the same path as you. And remember that the sun is always there. It's always coming out. It's our sustenance. You will feel that sustenance again, that light, that warmth, especially if you've been through something that felt devastating. Just remember that these things happen to break you down, to build you up stronger. What a beautiful summer forecast. This isn't always an easy energy, but you are such beautiful, radiant humans. This is such a lovely pile. I am so proud of my pile ones. You are just amazing and gorgeous. So this is so beautiful. Let's see what else for the general messages here. Summer forecast for my pile ones. Anything else that we need to know here? The axolotl, regeneration. This is so, look at this. Oh my goodness. I'm not even sure what this is, but this is such a beautiful card. Excuse me, little burp confirmation, that you will regenerate, you will rebuild. Water element is going to be very helpful for you. So you're going to be going out, getting in water, maybe going to hot springs, taking baths, jacuzzis. Some of you may be going to the ocean or to a lake or connecting with, like, I'm hearing like an aquarium. Interesting, like really resonating with your like oceanic self. So some of you may relate to like being a star being and also like a water being. I'm hearing like Lemurian energy. So let's see. The moose, authority. Yeah, you are already your own authority. As I was going through a lot of difficulty, I had these magnets that I kept from my home that I had to flee because of mold and etc. Long story. I just found these magnets randomly, and they've been on my fridge for a long time, already an authority. And I put that right on the side of my car because I also have housing benefits because I've struggled financially my whole life. Another long story, but there's like I was dealing with a housing authority, and I wasn't feeling like I was heard, right, or supported by these advocates, these people in that place where I was leaving at the time with what I was going through. And it was like the message from Spirit was, you are already the authority. You don't need a housing authority or any kind of authority, like a boss, a landlord, a job, even like the bigger umbrella of like the system to define you. You define you. And that is still, it's on the car right next to my handle. On my driver's side, I look at it every single time I get in my car. You are already the authority. You know what is best for you. Nobody else does, and you can do this. And it's not about like I'm above people. It's about authenticity. I authorize what comes in and out of my energy, how I am affected, and what I choose to do with the things that happen to me in my life, right? So you are the authority of your own life. You are strong. And I'm getting that northern energy, Canadian energy with these geese. I'm in Michigan, so I'm like, is this my reading, guys? I think it might be. That always happens in my videos. I at least have one pile for the most part. But this is beautiful, beautiful energy, you guys. So just remember, you are already the authority in your own life. And we are going to get messages from your higher self for this. And then we're going to get you a Work Your Light Oracle card, as you were getting a lot of advice here in this reading, just, you know, encouragement more than advice really from Spirit. But let's get you some love messages from your higher self and from Spirit and the Divine, however you feel like you want to take these. I know one day we will find our way back to each other. So you are going to find your way back to yourself, to your truth. Look at how these colors blend, to who you are and to a soul level love that is going to align with you. I wish I could feel your body close to mine. You will experience closeness. Maybe you'll have friends that you get lots of hugs from. You will experience that closeness that you're longing for, either in your connection or in a new connection. It's interesting. These messages are a reassurance that there is love coming, even though this isn't the love part. And I'm not going to do timestamps. I'm just going to do these as full readings so people can like skip through if they want to skip through. But we are forever soul and heart connected. Your higher self and you are always connected. You can never lose yourself fully. And your higher self wants to anchor down into your body. There's a desire for you to bring that divine self, to connect with your guides, to anchor that spiritual connection with the divine in your body. Fully, this is maybe you lost yourself in a connection or in an experience or all of the above. You are going to be reconnecting with your higher self. I can't stop thinking about what we had. So this is a part of you that is saying, look, I may be stuck ruminating, going through things, right, in my human vessel, in my mind, but the truth is, I miss me. If you really look underneath everything that you've gone through, maybe you really can't stop thinking about what you built that fell apart and what you may have lost, because you have a seed from that. You haven't lost everything, because everything you've gone through has made you stronger, and everything you've built is inside of you, and you can rebuild anything. You can do anything because you are the source. You are the authority, not the external reality around you. Yeah, and I feel this insane attraction to you. So you are very like, almost like maybe going through a spiritual awakening where you're like, I feel so drawn to something so much bigger than me, and I don't know how to contain it. And maybe you've also experienced a lot of crazy, like intense attractions, Kundalini activations. Anchor that, bring that through, own your power, own your sensuality, take back what has been, you know, in some ways for some of you been taken from you, and create that sovereign structure around you with this solitude and this beautiful building a new life that you're doing here. Wonderful reading, so beautiful. So I'm getting the feeling that you need, yeah, we're doing Work Your Light Oracle. There's something else, I think, an archangel animal. So advice, Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty, devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. You are going through what you are going through because you are meant to teach and guide others. And you are going to find your brothers, your sisters, your family, okay? You may resonate with being like one of the temple priestesses from an ancient lineage. And that is something that you are tapping into and calling on now. Regardless of your gender, priest, priestess, this is Hierophant energy. You are a guide. You are being honed, and you are absolutely beautiful. And you are so much more than you think you are. That's what I'm hearing. Yes. What are you clinging on to? Let that tower crumble. It's happening for a reason. Look at all this beautiful nature. So especially if this is really interesting because I personally am living in like a 3rd story building, and I'm like, ugh, I'm not really happy with the structure that I'm in, but when I go outside and around me, everything is so beautiful. It's like, try to connect with that beauty, that nature, that grounding, the truth of this planet, Gaia, and her love. And let everything, that structure around you that doesn't serve you, doesn't fit you, let it crumble. Don't cling to it, because it's resulting in something amazing and beautiful. Okay? And let's see, how are we doing? Yep, we're doing good. Okay, just check the time. So one more advice card for you. Guinea pig, do your part to illuminate the universe. Archangel Mary, this came out in another pile. Be willing to try new things. Be willing to have a beginner's mind, and take your innocent, sweet, beautiful heart and bring your light out into the world. Look at this light. You have this beautiful light. And right now it may be feeling dimmed, but it's going to come back. You just need a little bit of rest, a little R&R, a little bit of nature, and a little bit of love and encouragement. So I am so, so grateful to be here with you. My heart goes out to you. I love you so, so much, my pal ones. And I really resonate with, this is something I've gone through more than once. So you can get through these difficult times. Emotions, when they move through you, are so much less of a burden than when we run. So allow any kind of challenging emotions, loneliness, emptiness, fear, all of that. Let it move through you. Call on your guides. Allow people to help you rebuild. Give yourself that space and time to heal. And something beautiful is coming in for you. And you may resonate with a pile where both guinea pig and hedgehog came out in one of my previous videos. We have Gabriel here, and absolutely adore Gabriel. This archangel is the benevolent guide and quote unquote boss of my tarot projects, basically, of any time. He's always like, all right, get back out there. Like, I know you don't want to do this, but you're learning, you're growing, keep doing it. This is what you're meant to do. And he's always guiding me and nudging me, but in the cutest, sweetest, and also very loud way. He is the loud, or they are the loud archangel, with their horn, their trumpet, right? Just delivering the message like, hey, it's time. You will know when you're connecting with Gabriel. Benevolent, beautiful, but like no nonsense, and usually pretty loud, like a loud, high-pitched ringing, or even sometimes a voice, depending on your clear senses. Anyway, hedgehog, be a magnet for light, love, and joy, okay? And this came through the other pile, that other reading. Watch hedgehog videos if you need to cheer up. They're the cutest little things. I mean, they're adorable. So anyway, this is such a beautiful energy. I know these cards have deeper meanings too, and I'm going to get to reading the booklet and getting a little more in touch with the deeper meaning of these through the booklets. But for today, okay, Spirit. I'm like, I don't want to read the booklet. And Spirit's like, you need to look at the booklet. But that's going to take more time. Okay, hang on. You guys need a hedgehog message. For those of you that want to stay for that, if you're not interested in me reading the booklet, you can always click off now, because this reading is complete. So thank you for being here. I do personals. The my email's in the description box. And if you'd like to contribute to this channel, you can always click on my PayPal Venmo link, or go to my Amazon wish list, and that would be greatly appreciated, because I am rebuilding as well. But let's get into those of you who want this hedgehog message. And we also have guinea pig, and they're back to back. So, all right. So for your messages here, let's get that little hedgehog and put him back on here. Okay. All right. Okay. These gentle little creatures, for the guinea pig, are the only animals to incarnate from Venus, the planet of love. They have undertaken a huge mission on Earth to open and heal hearts, and they can do so because they are small and vulnerable, so people accept them. When you hold or think about a guinea pig, it automatically connects you directly to the cosmic heart, so that you receive a download of agape, pure unconditional love. This especially heals those who have hurt or abused hearts. This is so important at this time when we are preparing for the new golden age. The energy of the guinea pig activates your connection through Venus to all the stars in the cosmos. Then the links are illuminated with beautiful pink love. Through these animals, you can help to bring this wonderful universe together with love. Guinea pigs are unique and highly evolved creatures whose sole mission is to give and receive love. So, guidance. This is the card of love. Just reading it starts to connect you energetically to the guinea pigs and through them to the cosmic heart. Be open to receiving a download of agape. That's a Christ consciousness too, beloveds. So very much like just unconditional love of all beings. Remember that when love flows from your heart, it ignites the hearts of all around you. Then, for a brief and glorious moment, you activate and light up the stellar links throughout creation with bright pink love. In this way, you do your part to illuminate the universe. In response, the cosmos floods you with love and all manner of abundance. Just relax and trust, knowing that love is coming to you. Yeah, that message was definitely important for those who are, open to the reading part, because these are so deep, and the booklets can be so helpful, and they tie everything together. So we have Hedgehog now. Hedgehogs originate from Orion. Yeah, and you guys are coming through with starseed energy as well. So the plane of wisdom and enlightenment. Despite their prickles, they radiate harmlessness so that humans feel safe with them. They make people laugh and feel happy. This allows them to open up to universal information in a way that lets them absorb wisdom. These little creatures work with the beautiful Archangel Gabriel. They radiate his pure white light and blaze a trail of it wherever they travel. Yeah, you guys might need to do a little road tripping, and that's, the vibe of this tarot I'm using. Within it are held the keys and codes of happiness, peace, clarity, and other ascension qualities. The angels of Orion sing over hedgehogs, and the angel sonics purify the area around them. This helps you to heal your past and light up your future. Their service is to consume unwanted grubs. So yeah, or scrubs. I don't want no scrubs. Scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging out the passenger side of my best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. So while you're on that road trip, yeah, don't pick up any scrubs, all right? Let the hedgehogs handle the grubs and scrubs. So the guidance. This card is a reminder to laugh at your troubles and take them lightly. Invoke Archangel Gabriel and center yourself in his pure white light so that you absorb the keys and codes of the ascension qualities he carries. Then open yourself to the angels of Orion who come to you when you connect with the hedgehogs. Their sonics, even though you may not be able to hear them, will enable you to rise above your past and create a happy, joyous, and love-filled future. Remember that you too can profoundly affect those around you. When you fill your aura with white light, it touches others and enables them to laugh and see higher possibilities. You all become harmless. You are invited to take yourself and your loved ones into a relaxed, peaceful world full of fun and laughter. This is amazing. So beautiful. Thank you so much for being here, Pile One. I am so grateful to have you. Please do like, share, comment, subscribe. As I mentioned, for those who were exiting before the reading, I appreciate you. And yeah, I hope to see you again. Take care. Best wishes and lots of love. Bye-bye. Okay, totally reading the booklet on these cards for every pile. There was a time when I didn't have the patience to listen to someone read through the booklet. Okay, in-betweens. Be ready to transform with wisdom. And an archangel whose name I have a hard time with, Preminelek. Yeah, Preminelek. I got it. Okay. All right. Anywho, what was I saying? I had a lot of stress, anxiety, fear, trauma. When I first started reading, watching tarot, I didn't have the patience to listen to people read, but I could do really calming readings. I could read from booklets. I could just channel this energy in this container, super calm. But then when I was engaging with readings about my own stuff I was going through, it was like I had no patience. There was a lot of fear and anxiety about the messages coming through. And it was like, no, just give me the message. I don't have time for that. And I'm not like that now. It's like, I still do think really fast, but I love stories. I love the written word. I love that kind of medium. And when I was younger, I read tons of books, and I really want to get back into reading because it really does help slow down your mind and help you relax. And it helps enhance your imagination and your abilities to manifest. And it's like a break from this like kind of sometimes rigid feeling reality that we exist in. So yeah, anyways, if you're new to my channel, I often do in-betweens these days. I did it out of sheer just exhaustion with the editing process and realizing that people were benefiting from them after the first few times I did it. So yeah, and then I can just relax and talk for those of you who want to get to know me more or just, hang out, vibe, whatever your reason for being here is. Okay, so let's see, where are we going? We're not using those today. Let's get out the second pile. I really like these kind of readings. They're fun. I like focusing on my viewer, and it's a little bit lighter energy than tapping into a person on my system. And it's fun. For readers, it's really fun for us to get to read from different angles. At least it is for me. I like mixing up my topics on my channel. Even if the algorithm gets a little bit like, ooh, but we like this one that gets you the most views. And I'm like, yeah, but I like being real and being a person. I'm not a machine. And some people are just really comfortable in their zone, in their lane, just doing their topic. And that's beautiful too. It's absolutely perfect. We all need to feel free to be our authentic selves. So, all right. This has been fun already. And I'm loving my 3-pile format. I used to do 4, and that really did burn me out. I am much better off just doing 3. 333 is kind of my angel number, working with the Ascended Masters, Ascended Beings, and the Archangels. So 3 is my thing, 3 is my jam, and that's what we're going to do. Let's see. And I can actually create more content overall when I do that. And it uploads faster and gets out to all of you faster. And it's just kind of the perfect length of video, I think, for YouTube. Okay. All right, pile 2. Let's get into pile 2's energy. And put these decks off to the side. I don't need these decks today. Sometimes when I start, I honestly don't know what I'm going to be led to use, because I do let the archangels just kind of tell me what's up. I'm just like, okay, go button. What are we doing? Show me which things to grab. And sometimes readings, I'll get like intuition, like, no, you have to pull this card for this pile. And so I do like to have some of them up here in case that shifts. Okay. See how we're doing. Okay. Hello and welcome, pile 2. If you chose the Joy card, Pure Happiness, number 24, with the little bunny rabbits and this lovely woman relaxing in a flowering field, this is going to be your reading. So you also chose the Amethyst stone. So I'm feeling like there's a gentleness, a sweetness. There's definitely a fertility energy here. There's sort of a transition from spring into summer that's going to be gentle for you, joyful. A lot of happiness and light is coming in for you this summer. It could definitely be a little frisky. Bunnies are known for reproduction. So for some of you, if you are seeking a child, wanting to create life, that could be coming for you. You may also be very fertile right now. So those of you who don't want to create life, just be aware of your, aware of that. But there's definitely, I think, affection, love, maybe even soothing and healing anxieties, because bunny rabbits can be a little skittish. I saw one yesterday when I took my walk around here where I live, which was really sweet. So let's get into your messages. We're going to start with love. So for pile 2, please, Spirit, what is their summer forecast in love? And thank you so much for being here. And thank you. This is a lovely Adventure Tarot deck from Heidi. Thank you, Heidi, for your contributions. She also contributed a couple of love decks. So if you're watching this pile, Heidi, thank you. And I've done a couple of collabs recently with Honey Beehive Tarot and Casey at Mosaic Mermaid. So please do check those out. Check my videos and theirs. I love those ladies. And also Joy at A Journey in Light. Shout out to Joy if you're watching. Love you, girl. And if you don't already know, most of you probably do if you're vibing with me, check out A Journey in Light. She is amazing. Her channel is just phenomenal. And she supported me in the beginning of my channel, my very first one. And Her share actually made a huge difference. Like, it was wild how many of her subs came over to my channel, like thousands. I mean, it felt like it. I can't remember exactly, but that was the moment when I knew, like, oh my gosh, this is real. This is happening. And her heart is so big, and she's an incredible channel. So sorry, that was important. Some of you really need to check out these other ladies. So 8 of Cups. So it looks like you may be taking some emotional distance. There may be a need to go into the depths of your own emotions and just allow yourself that space and time to let go of things from the past. So there may be a moving on. I'm feeling like a moving on energy. And maybe not being so in your cups is what I'm hearing, like giving yourself just a break to be happy. Like, maybe there's been a lot of emotional processing, or perhaps there were things that you were investing a lot of emotion and energy in that maybe didn't give you that result or investment, like, in return. And so you're saying, well, you know what? I'm going to focus on new things. I'm just going to explore. I'm going to let go, and I'm going to explore new things. I'm going to go towards what makes me happy, those other 2 cups that are full for me. So let's see, what is coming for you in love? So, and I mentioned projects because maybe, you know, in love, there could be that you were in a relationship or in relationships or connections that felt like projects, like you had to do all this work to get where you needed to be, and it just didn't feel like it was aligning. And you're going, you know what? If a relationship feels like a project, maybe that's not where I belong. So, because that was interesting how I said it that way, like it was a general message. And so I'm like, Spirit, why did that happen? And I just heard, yeah, this is why. Okay, so you had 4 cards come out all at once, and Spirit saying yes. So we have Backpacker of Wands, which is the, so we've got Scout, which is the Page. We've got Explorer, which is the Knight. So the Backpacker, I believe, is the Queen. Let me double check here. We've got the Scout. Sorry. And the Guide. Yeah, I think the Guide is the King. Hang on one second. You know what? Let me double check. I want to make sure. I want to make sure these are new to me, and I thought I had them clear, and I don't. And I want to make sure that we're reading the right energy. So bear with me here. I'll put these out while I'm looking. So you have the 6 of Pentacles, you have Temperance, and you have Judgment. So I'm going to put that there. So let me double check here on the frequency of the Backpacker. Okay, the King is the Guide. The Queen's actually the Explorer. Okay, so the Knight is the Backpacker. So that's interesting. So the Queen of Pentacles from pile, if you came from pile 1, the Queen of Pentacles, but the energy, the message came through anyways clear. That was someone who was building up themselves, and I think the message still came through clear. So anyway, that is, oh, look at this, the Vibe and the Adventure Tarot. Scout, Carefree High Schooler, Backpacker, Sassy Teen. All right, so some of you may be a sassy teen. Explorer, College Senior, Guide, Mature 30s. So that doesn't have to be resonant with you, but that's just a fun little side note. Okay, so, and some of you may have been feeling, yeah, a little bit like, love isn't it? I'm not really open, or the love that I have experienced hasn't been serving me. So we're going out. So you're my pile. We got Sagittarius energy here with Temperance. We've got Scorpio energy with Judgment, Pluto. So you're my pile that's like, let's go have some fun. We're going to go have some fun. We're going to do what makes us happy. All right. We're going to go out and it's like you're going to take from what is available to you, and you're going to see how it works. This is giving me the idea. This is really interesting because I read intuitively as well as based on the traditional tarot. And it's like you guys are actually going to be going out and trying on options. And I don't mean like treating people like options. I mean like, hey, how about this pentacle? Let's see. Is this a relationship that will work for me? Maybe some of you have a roster. This is really kind of, I'm just going to give you the message that's coming through. So if it doesn't resonate, you can always click on a different pile. Some of you may have like a few standing talking stages, rosters, things like that. And you're actually going to be like, okay, I'm going to pick one and I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to see what happens. And if it doesn't serve me, I'm just going to keep moving. I'm going to keep moving, and I'm going to look for reciprocity. You're not just going to be making choices that are like, okay, well, this is going to be a one-night stand. You're making choices from what feels like something that you have established. Like some of you may be like screening suitors. This is a really interesting message coming through. Or people that you are interested in, you're like, you know, doing the thing. Like, I'm getting to know you. And then when I find that this is going to be something that will actually be sustainable, I'm going to go for it. And maybe you are taming this desire to, because the Knight of Wands is like passionate, fleeting, excited, you know, a little bit of a, you know, cavalier kind of like hookup energy. But with the Six of Pentacles here, it's like you're almost taming that. And with Temperance, it's like you're actually getting into that healed, higher octave of Sagittarius, where you're like, I am tempering my passions. I am learning to choose what is going to sustain me. I am choosing what is reciprocal, and I am offering that, even though I have this fun, flair, excitement, passion, and even though maybe I'm not sure, I'm not ready to pick one, I am in that process and I'm enjoying myself and I'm not ashamed of myself, but I'm doing it in a respectful way. So there's some sort of major transformation with Temperance and Judgment of this type of energy in your life, where you're like, you know what, I'm going to do what makes me happy. I'm going to have fun. And I'm going to have passionate connections with those that feel stable and grounded. Some of you might be an open relationship type of person, and that's okay too, but you're tempering that so that it doesn't burn out you or other people. And you're doing things in a way that you have learned to give and receive in a more balanced way, so that this part of your nature doesn't sabotage you, right? And so you are coming to a maturity in your relationships. You are calling in divine love, divine union, healing, maybe communing with archangels. Temperance generally has the depiction of Archangel, I think that's Temperance, Michael. You think so? I don't know why. It doesn't really matter, because what's going on here is that there's a connection and a reverence for something that is more pure, more spiritual, more balanced, more grounded. So there's been an entire like awakening. You are, if you're not already there, you're actually going through an awakening around your love life and how you draw in and give, how you pull in those and, you know, select those partners, and then how you give love and passion. You can still have lots of fun and keep that like excited, flirty, you know, socialite nature, while honoring the depth, the reciprocity, the balance, and the stability in the connections. So this is it's like an evolution of the way that you approach love to a more mature place, and possibly a reboot with somebody with the Judgment card. There could be that you actually are going back to someone you've already invested in and saying, hey, wait, you know what? I've kind of gone off on my own and found out what really makes me happy. I've maybe gone through a few, you know, people that just didn't really resonate, and I want to cycle back around. I've done some healing. I've done some, you know, balancing of my energy, and I would like to choose you because this feels like a union that is wholesome, beautiful, but it's also still fun and passionate. So that's what I'm feeling for you in love. After coming out of maybe a period of not being open to love at all, or just finding people who were not really matching you, but that could partly be because of the approach that you were taking, because you hadn't really found what makes you happy. It was kind of like a trial and error thing, and that may be, some of you are going to be at different stages of that, okay, over the summer. So, but it does feel like it's culminating in a lot of healing, a lot of wisdom, a resurrection of your love life in a balanced and stable way where you receive reciprocity. So let's get some love messages for you after just another card here. I'm actually going to move these out of the way. So anything else we need to know about the summer forecast in love for my pile twos? Anything else they need to know? Spirit. The Dragonfly, lighthearted and adapt. Finding out change, things coming to light and healing. So you're going to have a lighthearted love life. And maybe this is kind of the energy of I'm just vibing. You may be having some intimate encounters that are not necessarily leading to the long-term connection, because this does give me an energy of solitude and healing and balancing on your own here. These images are not full of people. They're, it's snow-capped mountains, kind of energy with a lake, like a big moon, like watching the sun come up over the mountains kind of energy. There does feel like an energy of, I'm still kind of on my own, just taking things more lightly, but I'm realizing that the way that I'm approaching love, it's coming to light for you that the way that you're approaching to love isn't getting you what you want necessarily. So you are realizing that and then choosing to heal it. So if that resonates for you, or, you could be on the other end of things where this is all you've been attracting, right? This kind of fun, flirty energy. And you're like, no, I'm going to choose now what heals me, what benefits me, and someone who can reciprocate, because I have enough to give. And I only want partners who have enough to give back. So you could be on either end of this reading, although I'm just reading a more strong energy of, hey, I've been young in my mindset, whether or not it's in my age, about the way I've been approaching love. And that could be from wounding in the past, not knowing what truly makes you happy. Or it could just be, hey, I'm a trial and error kind of person. I've gone through a lot and I'm starting to really understand. And it's coming to light that maybe being lighthearted and always trying to be adaptable to everything, it works in certain areas of my life, but I want more grounding. I want more healing. I want more of a unified, aligned, reciprocal connection now that is stable, and where I don't flit around like a dragonfly and end up losing what's meaningful to me, but I stay grounded. I stay steady in one place. And that's that grounding of that Sagittarius energy here with the Temperance card. And you may have gone through something very difficult. So with the Judgment card and the Eight of Cups, there may have been a loss that you are in the process of really just embracing. This can be like the hoe phase. Maybe you need some of that hoe cleaner from Dollar Tree. I have a story in another video. It's actually shoe cleaner, but I was standing at the register because, dear God, I work at a Dollar Tree right now. Oh, and all I could see was hoe cleaner, and I made a joke about it at work, and it's stuck now with me. So maybe you're cleaning up, from that kind of lifestyle that other people have put you through. And we're talking about, this is kind of an insulting word, but we're just making light of it. So don't take it personally or like offense. It's just like, that, quote unquote hoe phase people go through sometimes when they're broken up as well. There's nothing, I'm not trying to shame anybody here, or, say anything rude. But it's like a part of you is like, okay, I've had enough of that, whichever end you're on, and now I'm going through this change. Yeah, Phoenix, this change. New phase, rekindle, renew, growth, change mind, rise from the ashes. So you are like a phoenix rising from the ashes. And I do feel like some of you are going to go back around to somebody that you're like, wait a minute, what was I thinking? I've changed my mind because I had something beautiful and stable, but I was too busy in this energy to realize what I had. So there could be some revisiting of a connection that actually could be a healing and divine sort of connection for you. Okay, so let's get some love messages from whoever is on your mind, whoever is coming in for you in the summer. Okay, I've been working on my self-love and self-worth. Yeah, especially if you feel like you're in a divine counterpart connection with this Temperance energy. So perhaps that soul level love person is actually doing this work too, right? This can also be kind of a message that that's what you've been doing. And so you're bringing that energy in. I feel this insane attraction to you. Yeah, you've got a lot of chemical attractions going on. If you're in a Backpacker of Wands, Knight of Wands energy, you're like, people are drawn to that energy. So hone that, respect that about yourself. You're hot. All right. People are going to be insanely attracted to you. I can't stop thinking about what we had. So yeah, you do have somebody who is like longing for you. I do feel that in your energy. Yeah. And I want to come into alignment with you. Yeah. So if you are in a separation from a counterpart, that is definitely a strong energy coming in. But also if that doesn't resonate for you, you are attracting somebody who's a little obsessed, but definitely gaining some sort of like self respect, self-worth, like integrity in themselves, who's not just like, in an obsessive codependent energy, and wanting that alignment with you, wanting the connection to be an aligned connection. Sometimes I imagine how my life with you would feel. So yeah, you could be manifesting someone new as well. So take those messages how they fit you. And now let's go into the general messages. So what else can you expect in your summer forecast? Okay, Ace of Cups. You can expect love. Yeah, so your general messages are coming through strong with somebody maybe saying I love you with the Ace of Cups. New love, self-love, divine love. There's those snow-capped mountains. I was like, I said snow-capped, but that's actually a lake. But perhaps, you may go on this, I'm seeing this like mountain camping trip, or just connecting with the energy of like really strong, stable, majestic nature, like within yourself, and opening your heart. So there's a heart opening happening. New love is highlighted here, or a rekindling of love, or somebody finally saying, I love you, and this could be you telling someone that you love them as well. But love is definitely here, and new beginnings. All right. Two of Cups. All right. Your general messages are spammed with love. So this is interesting because this is definitely like maybe even keeping love out of things, like just having fun. But this is a whole transformation of that, right? And now here it's like your general messages are like, this is going to be a predominant theme here. Love. And it's soul level love. Ace of Cups to Two of Cups. I mean, that's love. Explorer of Pentacles. So this is actually the Queen of Pentacles, which makes more sense now that I look at it. I'm like, that's not a knight. So pile one was probably like, I don't know about that being a knight. So yeah, relationship. So whether the messages are coming through so fast today, I'm like, blah, blah, blah. So whether you are a feminine or not, or an earth sign, there could be an earth sign coming in. If you identify as masculine, you could be calling in a feminine commitment, a committed partner. Okay, this feels like it's coming in so fast that it's going to spin you around. And I'm having a really hard time speaking. So you may be a fast talker, or your person might be a fast talker. This might happen faster than you're expecting. This might like sweep you off your feet kind of energy. But this is going to be a grounded, beautiful connection. Some of you could be getting engaged with somebody that you are already with, that you are coming back around to and being like, actually, you know what? I want to be committed to you. I want to be married to you. I don't want to be in this like, hey, let's be free or open, or, whatever. There's something about serious commitment here. Real love, real, like obvious love. When you get the Ace and Two of Cups, it's not like, well, maybe they love me or they don't. And especially in a general reading, like this is like, I have enough self-love to love myself, to attract a partner who loves me, who sees me for who I am, eye to eye, who can open their heart to me. And there's commitment here. There's commitment, stability, very grounded love. Having enough to offer as well. This is a very nurturing love. This is beautiful. So, this is like, it's not the love part of the reading, but the reading just kept going. So let's, Three of Swords. Hang on. These are general messages. I'm going to pull. So, Six of Wands. Victory. I was like, wait a minute, hold on. We need to know what's going on here, what's really going on here. So we're just going to put that there. You are gaining mastery over heartbreak, anxiety, fear, trauma. This might give you a lot of anxiety. In fact, maybe you're the one that's like, I don't want to keep going into the love reading. Like, I've just been trying to have fun. What is this? Or I'm trying to avoid this counterpart, or, but this looks like love is very intrinsically interwoven into your general messages, but there's a level of healing, leveling up, honoring yourself, nurturing yourself that's happening, and bringing in commitment. So it's like maybe you're going to have to face some pain that is going to bring about this resurrection of the way that you approach love, or the way that love is coming in for you. So you may be going on some camping trips, having some s'mores, going out under the stars, You may be experiencing a feeling of success, people really recognizing you. You're very attractive with the Six of Wands. Yeah, and Ace of Pentacles. There is a really solid new beginning. And here is the Hangman. After a period of time where you have been closed off, unavailable, or really gaining new perspective because life kind of puts you on timeout. And you're gaining your strength here after, yeah, massive death, rebirth. A lot of intense major arcana under here that they're having me look at. So you have gone through a massive shift, a massive, like, it feels like a breakup for some of you that who knows how long it took you to kind of get your footing back and that you're still in that process. But this is about enjoying life, doing what makes you happy, meeting like-minded people, sharing your joy, taking good care of yourself. Understanding that heartbreak, anxiety, difficulty, it may show up in your life, but that is there for you to process, allow it to move through you, and then you're going to come out on top. You are still glowing and people are still drawn to you and attracted to you, and your projects are still booming and you are still gaining momentum and experiencing success in your everyday life, even though your general messages are like you are still healing from heartbreak. And you are still very much like in an energy where love is something you maybe are even thinking about all the time. But there is a new beginning here in your life, financial abundance, maybe a new job, new friends here, because the Two of Cups can be like starting out as friends, but friends who have like a soul connection and feel a heart connection, right? So things may not go exactly your way the whole summer because you're facing some lessons about love and how you approach love and how you allow love to come in. But it's like this is going to result in being happy, loving yourself, and really grounding a meaningful life. And this, the Queen of Pentacles, the Explorer of Pentacles, she's got enough money and abundance to take care of herself. And she is taken care of, and she is in a committed relationship in the traditional tarot. So it looks like maybe you're even... the general message is like saying, well, you know, your biggest message is you're healing from heartbreak, and there could be a reboot of something, a resurrection of something that was actually healthy for you, but you weren't in a place, or your person wasn't in a place for it to feel good. And so it might bring up some stuff, but you've got this, right? And whatever you face in your everyday life this summer, love is going to be around you. There's going to be a theme of love and healing from heartbreak throughout everything you do, no matter what adventures you go on, no matter what projects you're working on, or who you meet. Okay, so let's see what else is coming in your summer forecast, your general messages. The caterpillar, potential. You are the caterpillar becoming the butterfly. So look at this energy. It's very similar. So you are coming into being. You might be eating a lot. I see snacks behind her like that. I don't think those are potato chips, but I kept seeing potato chips. So maybe a lot of snacks, a lot of yummy food, a lot of indulgence in a healthy way, something where you're filling yourself up, getting ready to transform. And the otter, playfulness. Yes, you are going to, even if you have some of this pain, some of this fear, some of this anxiety coming up, you are going to be having fun. There is a lot of fun. The otter is a very Ace of Cups energy for me too. So there's a massive transformation in doing what makes you happy, being who you're meant to be, a level up in the way that love shows up, a level up in the way that you treat yourself. Could be a career advancement. You could be becoming like a manager or a boss or self-employed, or your own business could be growing and there's anxieties around that, right? Doing a passion project, something you really love with people that you care about, and it's going to be fun, and there's a lot of potential in it. The dog, loyalty. And look at pregnant. Some of you are maybe have messages in pile 1 because there were people who were that are already moms. So you might, I feel like that pile might come after this one for some of you. Rabbits. There's some fertility going on. That was in the very beginning. So just be careful if that's not what you're trying to bring in. Maybe some of you are going to get a dog, right? Maybe if you're not like, if you're like, ugh, I don't love it all. I'm just going to keep doing this exploring thing and vibe in my lane. Regardless of this reading saying commitment is coming, because the commitment that's coming for some of you is a loyal pet, you know, nurturing yourself, playful friends while you heal. So take those messages, how they resonate for you. And now we're going to get some messages from your higher self. What wants to come through from your higher self and your guides? Your general messages from your higher self and guides. I can't stop thinking about your beauty. So your higher self is opening up to the beauty of who you are. You are starting to see yourself as beautiful. You are starting to honor your body, your heart, your mind, and really you're getting guided messages and internal intuitive, like I'm hearing intuitive hits that, you know what, I really am beautiful. And, you know, you really are beautiful. You deserve love. You're very attractive. I always knew there was something different about you. Yeah, you are. Your beauty is unique. You are not just like everybody else. And you don't deserve less, is what I'm hearing coming through from your higher self. And please don't feel disappointed with me. Yes. So there is a message here that if you are unique, if you look different, if you struggle with your attraction or maybe your worthiness when it comes to love, relationships, physical appearance, whatever, your higher self is saying, you're gorgeous. You're unique, you're gorgeous, and you are not disappointing. You are not a disappointment to people. You are not a failure. You're amazing. I wish I could hold you in my arms and tell you how much you mean to me. So if you are feeling any sense of loss or loneliness this summer, just allow your guides to embrace you. Allow your higher self to anchor within your heart. You know, call on those deepest parts of yourself and hold yourself and know that you deserve to be held and loved. Okay? That is your higher self messages. Now let's get you some oracle cards for the end of this reading here to close it out. So any other advice or messages you need to know about your summer forecast for Pop 2, Spirit. Mintakon. This card comes out all the time. We have a mermaid energy here. Longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. So there's that feeling of like, maybe this isn't the physical body you wanted or the life you wanted, or maybe you're struggling to find someone that feels right for you. So you feel this longing to escape this planet or escape through other things. And that the message coming through is you belong. You are a light worker. You are being honed. You are being you're being led through an ascension process that is helping you to evolve and grow, to find love that is profound from within yourself and not just seeking it from external things. You do belong. You are not weird. You are not an alien, is what I'm hearing. And there is an acknowledgement that there is that longing for home. And it's okay if you feel out of place, and that longing may never go away, that feeling of there's somewhere else I belong, and that's okay. You can coexist with that feeling and those memories, those feelings, especially if you feel that you are from another place, another realm. That's totally valid and beautiful, and you can coexist with that and still be here on earth, and you deserve the same life that everyone else does, even if you feel different. Like, you know, happiness, love, a grounded, stable, simple life. Things don't always have to be transformative, deep, difficult, chaotic, whatever it is that you feel like you've been going through. And then take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. So yeah, just relax. Give yourself some time to have fun. Nurture yourself. Don't drive yourself. If you're doing a lot of trauma work, if you're doing a lot of spiritual work with this temperance and Pluto energy, the judgment energy, if you're doing a lot of shadow work transformation, it's okay. Relax. And don't beat yourself up. If you feel like, oh man, you know, this reading made me feel kind of like, yeah, I've been kind of like off the rails a little bit here, or I've been allowing that into my life, and I have been, you know, hard on myself or other people. Just, it's okay. You don't have to be perfect. You don't always have to be striving. And it's okay to slow down and not constantly search for something new or for the true home or the best job or the best partner. You can just relax and just, yeah, allow the potential to emerge, right? The butterfly in the chrysalis doesn't do anything but dissolve, right? So you're allowed to just relax, dissolve, you know, enjoy yourself, have fun. Okay. Butterfly. What did I just say? Butterfly. And we also have on the back of the deck So be ready to transform with wisdom. So yeah, you guys are going through massive transformation. And then we have on the back of the deck, Turtle, be joyful and trusting. So we have Archangel dang it, I got it in pile 1. Preminelec. And then we have Archangel Jules. And we have Cat, be relaxed and independent, Archangel Raphael. So yeah, this is my independent pile. Probably got a lot of Sagittarius watching, maybe some air signs. It's a very independent pile. Maybe some people who are kind of, I kept feeling like, oh, I'm resisting that love message a little bit. But you know what? It can always be about your own higher self and the love that you share with your own soul and companions, friends along the way. And it doesn't have to be about like, you know, forever love all the time. But it does feel like there's a longing for that in my pile 2s where there's like, you know, I may be avoiding it, but I'm also longing for it. So yeah. So joy, play, allowing things to unfold, not forcing it, not denying your roots or your longings, but not always needing those to be exactly the way you want them to be in order to do the work you're here to do or to enjoy yourself. And we are going to read the booklet for these because I've been guided today. So if you're not into the reading of the booklet, thank you for being here. Please do like, share, comment, subscribe. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Check out my collabs with Bee at Honeybee Hive Tarot and Casey at Mosaic Mermaid. Check out my videos, their videos. They're amazing. I do personals, emails in the description box. For those of you who want to stay for the reading, let's go. Let's read Butterfly first. Okay, so Butterfly. All right. Butterflies originate from Orion, the constellation of wisdom, and are fifth dimensional insects. They are messengers of the angels, and their auras contain archangel codes which help you connect with those beings of light. If a butterfly flutters near you, it may be bringing a message or reminding you how loved you are. Part of their soul mission is to bring joy. Butterflies go through an incredible metamorphosis from egg to caterpillar to cocoon to butterfly before they spread their wings. Their main soul mission is to demonstrate that change is possible, and so is massive spiritual growth. Their service work is to pollinate, though to a lesser degree than bees. Guidance. When you receive the butterfly card, you are advised that it is time for profound transformation. You are ready to emerge from your cocoon. Do not rush this. You need a phase of relaxation and calm before you spread your wings. Use this period for a life review to help you decide what you want to change, and remember that the process is inevitable. You will emerge as a different spiritual person. See the world through eyes of expectation and do everything with a new joy and lightness. Stay in harmony and peace. Oh my gosh, you guys might have messages in pile 3 because harmony, peace, and balance. So that may be like a progression of this. Remember, you are a beloved child of the universe and that wondrous possibilities are becoming available to you. You will be protected and supported as you explore the new. You are an emissary for the angels, carrying angel light in your energy fields. Yeah, with the Temperance card. People will see or sense your inner beauty and respond to you with love and happiness. Oh my gosh. I have a feeling I know some of the people who chose this pile, and you guys needed this message because I think some of you are the hardest on yourselves, but you're so radiant. You're so radiant. And Rabbit, hello, if you're here. Turtle, rabbits, plinkety plink. Tori Amos is coming through. Oh, hello, Rabbit. Turtle. About turtles. These highly evolved beings step down to Earth from another universe through the ascended aspect of Jupiter. Oh my gosh, of course. So really heavy Sagittarius energy on this pile, you guys. And Jupiter also is like a co-ruler of Pisces, even though Neptune is the predominant ruler. There is a connection there. So the ascended aspect of Jupiter, known as Jumbe, the plane of happiness and abundance. Turtles radiate these qualities in their energy fields. Like all reptiles, they maintain their original divine blueprint from Source. Their Source mission is to help raise and maintain the frequency of our oceans and facilitate prosperity, consciousness, and higher knowing in humanity. They trust the land to look after their eggs and the sea to nurture their young so that enough of their offspring will survive. Their tough shell protects an incredibly sensitive inner. They form part of the dolphin's protective army by raising the frequency of the waters around them to create an impenetrable wall of light. Then lower entities cannot access the information turtles hold in trust. Turtles draw our attention to the importance of keeping the waters clean and often sacrifice themselves while doing so. Guidance. Choosing this card suggests you may sometimes put your shell around you to protect your sensitive feelings. This also prevents the good from coming in. Your guidance is to let this wall down and place light around yourself instead. Through the turtles tune into Jumbe and no. Oh, it's correct. Through the turtles, tune into Jumbe and focus on abundance consciousness. You can call in love, prosperity, happiness, joy, and all manner of good things. But be sure to visualize others and the whole planet receiving the stream of bounty with you. Trust that the universe loves you and that everything will work out for the highest good. The rich and generous universe is ready to bring you plenty, so value who you truly are. And if you wish to sacrifice yourself for the majority, do so consciously. All right, this was an amazing reading. Thank you so much for being here. Please do like, share, comment, subscribe. I already said that, so you guys already heard it, but I appreciate you very much. I do personals. If you need a personal reading, email me. Love you all so much. Kisses and hugs. And yeah, a special little wink and a hello to Rabbit if Rabbit is here. And I love my viewers so, so much. So I wish you the best in this massive transformation. And if this didn't resonate, because this was pretty specific, you can choose another pile. And yeah, thanks for being here. Bye. Well, Rabbit, you here. I saw a kitty cat just like this yesterday. I met this cat. His name was Rascal. So cute. And then right after I met Rascal, I met Sophie, the dog who lives next to Rascal, and Rascal harasses through the slider. And I met Sophie's owner, Jake. And Jake Wagoner, I think, is from Kalamazoo, and just started a YouTube channel. And he is doing an entrepreneur podcast. Fast. Say that 10 times fast. Entrepreneur podcast. Entrepreneur podcast. We're not even doing that one. Okay. So I may be sharing his stuff. I know it might not be the vibe of my viewers, so I haven't put it in the community feed yet, but I am feeling guided to talk to him. Well, yes, that too, and talk about him here and there. He has a lovely girlfriend I haven't met, but I'm sure she's lovely, and they live here in my building. So when I went for a walk yesterday, I met them, and I was like, hey, because I tell everybody everything. I'm like, this is who I am. And he was like, oh, hey, this is who I am. And I'm also doing YouTube. So obviously I subscribed to support him, and it was cool. We had a great conversation, and I was happy to meet a neighbor. That was something that was very grounding for me, because I've been like fighting this transition. I'm like, no, I want to go home. But it was pretty beautiful outside, although the summer snow, as it is called, the pollen in Michigan, had me pretty much choking by the time I was done with my walk. Like my lungs were closing, and I was like, okay, back into the apartment. And they fixed my AC, so now being in the apartment is a much more pleasant experience too. Okay, I'm chatty today. Whew. Channel is open and going. All right. I was excited about this topic, actually. I like these type of readings, even though they don't get as many clicks necessarily, although they can. It's not about that for me. It's about enjoying the diversity of the messages that come through these kind of readings and giving my viewers options to keep things fresh, because I like to do that. I love change. That is, I like subtle change. I don't really like big changes like what I've been going through, but I actually like myself better. And I honestly am in a better, I'm like, wait, my life is better than it's ever been. And I was like, but I'm just fighting it because I like what's familiar. So yeah. Also, Grand Rapids is so big, and I'm like, I like small towns. Grand Rapids is grand and rapid. I like Slow. I was in Slow County, and now I'm in Grand Rapids with the Great Lakes, and it's like, whoa, this is big energy. Yeah, wow. Okay, and I'm even feeling a lot of energy running through me this morning. So I need to ground in between pile 2 and 3 because that was a fast thinking, fast talking, intense, fun, diverse, dynamic, social person. And I do have that side to myself, but also I need to ground so that pile 3's messages come through. I'm getting a much slower, calmer vibe from my pile 3's. Or my pile 2s are needing that energy, or that energy is in contrast to them, so that, you know, they're getting that message of, hey, approach things differently. It's time to speed up, have some adventures, try some things, you know, be open to change. That could be part of what they were going through. So sometimes the messages can come through in the, like, the opposite. It's like, that's not my energy. That could be what Spirit is saying. Yeah, but try on this energy. Try it on. Just see what it's like. All right. Okay. I'm enjoying this video, but I'm definitely going to need to ground after this one. Whew. Earl Grey. Would everyone like to have a sip of Earl Grey with me? I have this cup from Dollar Tree where I work. Every time I say that, I'm like, oh, you guys have no idea. A job is exhausting. It's exhausting. But I really love the people that I work with, even though it's exhausting. And I love the children that come through, and it's just beautiful. I actually like engaging with people in the 3D because I hadn't done that in a very long time. And it's beautiful. I love seeing the light in people's eyes and feeling their soul and getting to chat with them for a moment. Okay, so my cup, it says, when life gives you lemons, make something sweet. And that's what I've been doing. Earl Grey with cream and honey. It is my signature drink. If you ask me in the morning what kind of tea I'm going to have, you won't need to ask me for very long. Okay. All right. I'm going to do a little clearing here. Ooh. Especially since I felt someone that I'm very connected to in pile 2, but that can sometimes be a little destabilizing for me. Ooh. Okay. Whew. Nice little shoulder crack there. That was loud. All right. Also, that squealing, it's not my chair, it's my floor. I got a brand new chair and I was like, how come my chair squeaks? Brand new. It's my floor. It cries, which I'm not surprised because it's not the flattest. Anyway, enough about me. I want to do my magic for all of you. So here we go. Hello and welcome, pile 3. If you chose the Harmony, Peace, and Balance card, number 35, and the Scolecite stone, this is going to be your reading. So I feel like you are going to be experiencing a lot of relaxation, a lot of feeling whole, centered in yourself. This is a very soothing energy. This is a very soothing, calming stone. It's like wrapping yourself in a blanket, a cool blanket. I'm hearing like a cooling blanket even in the summer. So this is a lovely energy. My pile 3s. I do feel like if there's been discord or difficulty in your life, you're coming into a place where you can just relax, where things are going to feel like, I'm hearing like very zen. So let's get into your messages for love. So, wow, this card made it, well, 2 of them apparently made themselves very prominently sideways. So what, we're just going to leave them there for a second. What is coming for my pile 3s? What is their summer forecast in love, Spirit? What is their summer forecast in love? I'm hearing that these are here. So we'll just trust in my guides here, my angels. Ace of Swords. Okay, well, some sort of truth. We've got divine masculine energy coming in strong here. So with the eagle, some sort of clarity is coming in your love life. Some sort of truth and possibly a message, a new beginning in truth. Not yet. Okay, Spirit. Maybe you are, have some messages to open, some things that you have to wait, some anticipation here for something that is important. We'll see what those are when I'm told to turn them around. I'm just coming in for my pile 3s. 10 of Cups. Wow. clarity on what makes you truly happy, and a lot of love. Your beautiful rainbow self. Just soul family. I feel like you're going to get a message that's going to make you really happy and feel very loved. It's time. 6 of Wands and the 2 of Cups. Oh, there's your message. You are going to be loved, recognized. Happy Pride Month for those of you who celebrate as well with this lovely rainbow here. It is June as I am filming this in 2025. Wow, recognition. You're very magnetic. You're very attractive. You may be, for some of you, a relationship here. Someone declaring their love, truth and clarity about love. Yeah, it's like you're washing yourself clean with all this beautiful love. So even if it's not a romantic love for some of you, or you're already in a connection, there's a feeling of just being very happy and blissful in your heart, or with the person that you're with, having clarity of communication, truth and honesty, feeling like, you know, you're nourished, you're nurtured, and you're just on top of the world. You're celebrating with s'mores. This feeling of going on like a romantic getaway. Like she's got some boba tea that looks like taro boba tea. That stuff is so good. Oh, if you haven't tried taro boba, and I wasn't even like a boba person, those little vanilla gooey bobas and the taro and if you get whipped cream, oh my gosh, it's so good. I'm in a 2 of Cups with taro boba. Okay, so good. I feel like you're going to be having yummy things, sweet things, even if it's not like physical. If you're not into sweets, it's like not like food, but it's going to be sweet. Your love life is going to be sweet. There's going to be so much love. You could even be going camping with the love of your life, or camping with a group of friends, or just feeling squishy and happy. I ate s'mores cookies. I haven't been feeling very good in my stomach, but I've been eating like the brat diet and then like a s'more cookie. Like my inner child needs this. You are a little s'more cookie, pile 3. You're a sweetheart. You are experiencing being recognized. And this can be friendship too, just soul level, seeing eye to eye, pouring out love. But as far as romantic, it's like realizing that your cups are full. There's some sort of clarity and truth coming in for you, that your cup is full, that I feel like someone who loves you is going to be able to say, hey, you know what? I love you. Even if that's all they're able to do. For some of you, it's not someone who's going to be like, okay, let's be together. We're going to be in a relationship. For others of you, there is like a happy family, a relationship, like your dreams coming true here, like victory, harmony, peace, balance, like really having this union. And for others of you, it's going to be someone who's just like, hey, yes, you make me really happy. You know, I feel on top of the world, and I do love you. And I'm hearing that, yeah, okay, the Hermit on the back of the deck. I'm like, why is this also such a beautiful message, but there is some energy of somebody who's just going to be able to deliver that message and then fly away. They're like, you're beautiful, you're a swan, you're amazing, you make me happy, you're gorgeous, I'm super attracted to you, I see you, I acknowledge you, but I'm going to go back into my shell and do my thing. So this is perhaps an energy of being at peace. Like that message brings you so much joy. You're just like, I'm good. And your person's like, all right, I'm peacing out. I'm still doing my thing. I got to do my thing. So that message is resonating strongly for some of you. And the Hierophant, yeah, this is interesting. So we have Taurus and Virgo energy here. This is beautiful energy. So teacher and guide, 2 wise, benevolent, beautiful, somewhat solitary beings that maybe feel like people either look up to them or maybe they feel misunderstood. But there's a depth, a wisdom. Yeah, a clarity, a cleansing. There's a blue rose here. A maturity in love. Yeah, but for some of you there's a commitment, or there's a beginning here with somebody that leads to feeling like you found like a partner that you can really bond with, have fun with. Yeah. Eight of Wands. Some of you might be going surfing, camping, you know, exploring, going on some dates here. This gives me date energy. Or just spending time with someone that it's like, you know what, I don't care how fast this goes or whether or not we have anything, you know, or we label it or we know what's happening, but you make me really happy. Just this clarity, this truth, this knowing of, you know, the fact that we enjoy each other's company and we can have fun. So maybe a lot of messaging, flirting could be coming in. Just kind of riding the waves with this person, not taking things, you know, too heavily, while also kind of realizing that there's like a loyalty here already. Yeah. And a feeling of moving out of a place of turbulence in love and smooth sailing now instead. You know, going from riding the rough waters, you know, it's just like river rafting on like, you know, white waters, to like, hey, I'm surfing the waves. I got this. Like, even though things might have been difficult, like you're cruising through it. And now you're in your 9 cups. A lot of chemistry, a lot of happiness. Some of you are going to really meet someone that's going to like ignite a flame in you, but it's going to be a slow burn, just a gentle evolution, but it's going to be something stable. It's a really beautiful new beginning that's going to start with clarity, with something really landing for you. This is really beautiful. This is so beautiful. I love this energy for you. So we have Taurus energy. I think I already mentioned that. Yeah, and Virgo. You don't have to be those signs. So let's get into one more card. What is the summer forecast in love for my pile 3s? Whoa, you guys have a card that jumped out of that deck. So 5 of... These look like fireflies. I think that's air. This is... I'm not super great with these symbols. I always forget which ones are which, but I have this handy book here. No, that's water, isn't it? Yeah, it's water, but those look like fireflies. But okay, cool. So 5 of Cups. So there could be, interesting, there could be a little bit of grief. I'm also getting fire energy from this, even though it's saying it's a water card. So maybe I'm hearing like maybe you're hoping for more, but it's taking its time. And so you might feel sad, but like that sadness isn't warranted because this is something that's like developing. It's developing in a way that's so natural. And maybe you've had a lot of like flash in the pan. I'm hearing like all these analogies about love that's like fast and furious, or love that was long lasting and then ended in grief. And that's not what's happening. Yeah, you're ascending. You're learning, expanding, transcending, preparing for a union and a new phase in your life. So hot air balloons. Yeah, some of you could be going on a hot air balloon ride. I hadn't even really gotten to the card I was pulling here, so hang on. Death. The relationship is over. No second chances. Grow and transform. What is dead is dead. So this is heavy energy here, but this is what I'm saying. With this grief here, you may be finally accepting that something is over so that you can actually... I'm almost like, okay, let's just, I don't need those intense skull and crossbones there. Because the overall energy of this reading is like, maybe you're just finally letting go and allowing the grief to like just flow out of you. And now you're able to fill your cups. And so you're giving something a chance. Because you're finally like, okay, I'm not going to keep repeating this grief, this cycle, this, I'm not going to keep hiding away. I'm not going to avoid this. I'm going to allow this to happen. Yeah, wow. New beginnings, liberation, reborn, transition, tragic endings, coffin. So this is a really heavy message. This is only going to resonate with a few of you. You may have lost someone, and that loss and that grief was so heavy, even if it wasn't a relationship. There could have been like a death in the family. But this is also figurative, right? But if there was something like that, it was like too difficult for you to embrace love, for you to really truly feel happy, and it affected every area of your life. But you are being reborn and you are transitioning, you're healing from that. So it's kind of a double message with that. It's really beautiful. So let's get some messages from the person on your mind or whoever's coming in love. And then we'll go into the general messages for this reading. So what are the messages here? I know one day we will find our way back to each other. So sometimes when we let go of someone completely too, if this is like something where you're like, okay, but this is my person, my counterpart, but you're accepting and letting go of it completely, that can be what it takes to put the nail in the coffin kind of symbology here for something like that to be born again, because something can't be born again when it's decaying and you're hanging on to the decay and you haven't processed it. You haven't processed the grief, right? So there's a processing of grief that can sometimes result in a new beginning. So I will never say to somebody in a reading, this is, totally over. That's way out of line for me as a reader. So you know yourself and you know what's right for you. I wish I could hold you in my arms and tell you how much you mean to me. I can feel your energy around me every day. And I'm always with you in spirit. And this could be somebody you're manifesting to, okay? Someone who is calling you in and you're drawing each other closer so that you can be together. That is the thing. I sometimes feel you deserve so much better than me. So this person might be a little insecure. Sometimes people in hermit energy, Virgos, can be a little hard on themselves. And they're actually often amazing people who are very hard on themselves, have very high standards. So that, if you're dealing with a Virgo or you are a Virgo, you may struggle with this, or your person may be mirroring that to you, and it might be making it hard for you to get close. So yeah, so these are your messages in love. So let's go ahead and go into what overall is happening for you in this summer. What are your general messages? What is my Pile 3's summer forecast? Spirit. We have 3 of Pentacles and Judgment. So a transformation in your work environment. So you could be working with new people. You could even be rebuilding something with others. There could be a connection, a friendship. You could be camping with your friends, going to a lot of group events, but building a foundation and really making something new, completely new. You could be spending some time watching the full moon, really connecting. Something big could be shifting. You could be coming out of hermit mode around a full moon here, going from being in like a hermit mode energy to actually working with others, spending more time, reaching out to others instead of hiding. So this is a transformation, and this can be a resurrection of something from the past. So some of you do have like this, I've grieved the past, or I've grieved this loss, death, whatever it is, this ending. And now there's space for something new to come in. And sometimes that can be with the same person. So, but there is this entire rebirth and a renewal here coming in for you in your life, and especially around work and friends. And after a very difficult time, we have the 5 of Swords, yeah, and the 10 of Swords. I didn't even know it was in my hand when I said that. So you've gone through something pretty difficult here, and you may still this summer be pulling yourself up out of a difficult place. Also, just a little message, if any of you are rock climbers or climbing, be really careful, okay? Just be really careful. Make sure you have a strong foundation. Make sure you take your friends. Don't go out doing it alone, okay? You could be facing a lot of difficulty, like mental anguish, mental conflict. There could be some struggles and a little bit of sparring with people around you, but you are going through a massive transformation in your friendships, and you are facing this. Instead of hiding away, you're actually going, wait a minute, I don't want to be alone. I want to be more active. I want to do more. Maybe you spend a lot of time at work and that's where you feel safe. And now it's time to go out on your own more, to try to spend time with friends, do things that are scary, scale the side of a mountain, like energetically, like, figuratively, and believe in yourself, because there's this anguish that's coming to an end. The 10 is the end of a painful cycle, but it can feel the most difficult when you get there. But you are going through a rebirth, okay? So even if there's some challenges you're facing, even if summer feels a little bit more turbulent at times in your general life, in your overall life, your work life, or, there could be conflicts with people at work, difficulties, or, things coming to light around the ways that you may sabotage or self-sabotage or communication issues, there is an overall energy here of balance, peace, harmony. You will have that in your center. Like Zen isn't like, my whole life is easy. Zen is like, even when life is turbulent, I stay centered and calm. I know how to be balanced even when there's a tornado or a hurricane around me, right? So you are learning to master your own fears, your own negative thoughts, your own worries, conflicts with others. Okay, here's the Death card again. That energy. So major transformation, Scorpio energy coming through here, and justice. So, okay, really one-off message for those of you that there was some sort of wrongful death of a family member or a partner. That's so, clear that energy out. You don't have to claim that if that's not your message. This is for people who've already gone through something like that, okay? There's going to be justice, okay, for that person. Okay, that's just a really specific message. But you are going through something that is very, very powerful with Pluto, death energy, a lot of Scorpio energy. But look at, this is what I'm being told to do with this card. Look at you balancing here. Look at you. You may have a cavern or, a canyon below you, or, an abyss. There may have been a lot of challenges. Things may have been just things that you've had to face that are just like nobody should have to go through kind of energy. But you are receiving justice for that, and you will receive justice for that. So keep your balance, stay steady. You're building. It's not over. Let go of that fear, let go of that anguish. Try not to fight what's happening. Try to allow this to unfold. Allow yourself to release the stress, the fear, the grief. Allow things to end that need to end. Maybe you're bridging two worlds right now. Maybe you had to jump out of a sinking ship and you're trying to jump into one that's afloat, right? In your life, your career, your hobbies, your family relationships, your home. But you've got this, and there will be justice. The divine will come in, even if there isn't like legal justice, although some of you are getting legal justice for something that you've been put through. There could even be like, personal injury, things like that. I don't like to read too much into legal stuff or health stuff, but whatever you're going through, there is some sort of retribution here, and there is some sort of healing, and you're going to be okay. You've got your balance, okay? So even though these energies are a bit intense, this could also be very much internal, right? But you're learning to come out of your hidey hole, come out of your like, I've got to go within and just stay here because everything is too much. And you're learning to work with others and connect. Yeah. This card has come out in every pile. So there's a strong energy with this Queen of Pentacles. And sorry if you came from pile 1, I didn't have it all correct, but there's a self-nurturing, a self-love, a stabilizing, a financial abundance, loyalty, stability, commitment, having what you need, being very capable of nurturing yourself and others. There could be an earth sign, feminine, coming into your life that helps you, that is like a benefactor or friend or, a partner, and could really change things for you. Yeah, Two of Swords. You may have been in a state of limbo and indecision about a lot of things. You may have felt like a lot of dangerous things around you. Like, I can't move forward. I'm too scared. Maybe afraid of commitment in relationships, or maybe having issues with a boss or a work situation. And you've really had to take some time out to get a new perspective, to rest. But it is time. Look at the Hierophant and the Lovers. So we've got Taurus and Gemini energy here. It is time. You are learning, you are growing, you're expanding. This is like a spiritual leader, guide, teacher. It's structure, it's foundation, and this is love and a choice in love. So it's like you're making a choice to commit to the things in your life that are helping you build, that are helping you bridge difficulties. And you could be somebody who really helps people through hardship, but doesn't allow others to help you. And it's time to let others help you and to allow people to give to you, is what I'm hearing. Okay, so what else is your summer forecast, pile 3? What is your summer forecast? Spirit, what's coming in for my pile threes in their general life? The butterfly, evolution. Yes, you are changing, you are transforming. Judgment energy is very much the butterfly. Things are maybe dissolving, so let them dissolve. Don't fight it. Allow things to end. Don't cling. Take that leap. You can't bridge, though, you can't stand there forever. It'll break you in two, right? You're going to have to choose. You're going to have to choose when it comes to your passion projects, a career, your life, love. There's always a choice. And sometimes we can become very fearful of choices, and so we don't make any choice. But that's still a choice. And eventually it stretches us thin, or, we lose an opportunity, or the boat sails away, right? So it's okay to evolve, to change. Be gentle with yourself. Let things from the past dissolve. Honor that and become who you're meant to be. And you may not recognize yourself in this new life, and that's okay. The butterfly doesn't need to recognize herself to become a butterfly. She just does it because it's wired into her. It's her DNA, right? So just surrender to that truth of your soul, that what is meant for you, and feel that from within, because you've gone within, and I feel like you do have that wisdom, and you can bring it out of yourself now. The turtle, patience. You may have messages in pile 2 because these energies were there in a different deck. Be patient with yourself. Have fun. Yeah. You have beneficial people who want to help you. And these things take time. Major transformations take time. Healing from loss and endings, difficulties and hardships take time. So just be patient with yourself. Take your time. Just keep swimming. Always get that Dory message. And the guinea pig. Okay, so now you might have... Y'all are watching the whole video, some of you. Hi, Casey. Hello, my lovely friends who watch these whole videos to support me. I appreciate you so much. You are innocent, beautiful, gentle. Yeah. I read about the guinea pig at the end of pile 1, I believe. So if you didn't watch pile 1, you might want to hear the reading from this book about the guinea pig. And that's at the end there. This is so sweet. This is just so and if you had some kind of like accusation against you that was like a wrongful accusation or something like that, you're going to be like, there's like a legal case where innocence is coming through. Like, yeah. Interesting. And be resourceful. Yeah, you have what it takes, and sometimes we have to, take what we need and just remember to give back to others. Raccoons are very generous with their families. They help each other out, but they also steal. So, maybe you had to do what you had to do to survive. But you were doing it from a place of innocence, and you were struggling. So forgive yourself, especially if you had things that were keeping you from functioning completely, like in your whole self. There was something that was limiting you or stopping you. Some of you could even have been, this is a really specific message, like injured. So again, I try to avoid legal stuff. In personals, I don't do it at all. But in general readings, take it if that energy is coming through. You know your story. And look, be confident. You're beautiful. Beautiful peacock feathers coming out. You are absolutely gorgeous, no matter what you've been through. So that is the message there. Let's get into the Lightwork Oracle and the Archangel Animal Oracle for any other messages and advice for my pile 3s. Transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. Yes, just like a butterfly. You're getting DNA upgrades. You are getting light code activations. You are becoming something greater. You are ascending. So that's not something that you can control. This is a spiritual awakening. So this heavy stuff has been a part of your spiritual awakening. And you may still be going through some of those bumps and difficulties, but you are going to come out the other side. Just be patient. Allow things to dissolve. Know that this is you're an innocent being going through hardship, and you deserve happiness, love, success, friendship, adventure, romance. It's okay to start over. Sometimes things have to end, but the transformation, I mean, look at the radiance here, the beauty. You may resonate with Egyptian, anything. Egypt. I'm having trouble. I've been tongue-tied for this video, but the messages are so like, whew, they're moving fast. They're Grand Rapids messages, guys. Look at this. The Council of Light. Yeah, you are ascending. The Ascended Masters are all around you. You have helpers in the subtle realms. They are divinely orchestrating this ascension. They are calling you. And they are transmitting light to you. Yeah, to your inner temple. You're getting a lot of these cards. Look at these connections here, you know? Look at this. Tune into the portal of your heart. Be devoted to your heart and to the path of the heart. And believe in who you are. Whether people think you're crazy or not. Because this is Guyana Ascended. This isn't like 3D tarot here. This isn't like 5D tarot. This is like 22D NA. 22 strands plus some. This is light code ascension tarot. This is expanding beyond your human vessel to become the light being, the ascended being you're meant to be. And maybe not in this lifetime, but maybe in other lifetimes you did ascend. Maybe in this lifetime, even if it seems impossible, the end of your life isn't going to look like everyone else's. There are things that we don't understand. And when we talk about ascension, a lot of people don't quite grasp the depth of what that means. You, my Pile 3s, are going through this process. And it can be scary because becoming something greater than you are makes you face your ego. Because this isn't about, I'm an ascended being. This is about the humility and love and soul path that you are meant to walk on earth. Priestess, queen, king, energy. Bringer of light, bringer of the dawn, awakener. Someone who can bring forth prophecy, someone who can guide others to their heart, someone who can transform the planet and themselves, a creator, a creatrix, a benevolent being of light. This is a big deal, Pile 3. This just got real like woo-woo. So yeah, I'm here for it. And you're already doing it, so don't overthink, because just keep facing your true north. This is encoded in your DNA. This is not something you can force. It's not something you have to try to do. You're a butterfly. It just happens. All right, what are your archangel animals? And then we will close out this reading. Okay. Deer. Archangels Michael and Fate. I'm not going to cry. Trust in the support of the universe. I have a story, maybe one day I'll tell it, about how Archangel Michael came to me. Okay, I'll tell a little tiny bit of it. When I was 6 years old, I was dying at an extremely high temperature. I had pneumonia. My lungs were filling with fluid, and I was leaving my body, and I was dying, and my mom was in the process of panicking while I was having a lot of hallucinations and leaving my body, and, you know, felt myself suffocating. I remember it very clearly. She couldn't get my temperature down, so she had to rush me to the emergency room, and then they couldn't even get my blood. It was very traumatic, but they did get my temperature down, and they got antibiotics into my body, and I lived. But I experienced a near-death experience of leaving my body completely and being held by the Archangel Michael. And in order to sustain life in my body at that time, because of the trauma I went through that led to this crisis of the soul wanting to leave her body, I was given the flame of Archangel Faith, her DNA coding her light, and I have carried it with me my whole life. All right, that was pretty deep. Moving on, this is about you, but that was supposed to be shared. And maybe I am sharing with you because it is okay for you to share the truth of who you are, even if people don't understand. And the universe is supporting you, and the angels are with you, and they're very, very real and very present, and so are these beautiful ascended beings. They are here with us and for us, and we are them, and they are us. And let's just ground this with a ladybug, ladybird. Accept happiness and good fortune. And the angels are like, you're going to learn how to pronounce this name. Praminalek. It's not even that hard. I can do it. All right. So, wow. Tiger, accept your magnificence. Archangel Raphael. This reading is moving me so deeply, my beloveds. So deeply. Okay. So let's read from the book. If you're not interested in hearing from the book for these cards, you can go ahead and click off. Please do like, share, comment, subscribe. I do personals, email in the description, all that stuff. Thank you for watching. If you want to sit with me in this energy and read the deeper meanings about these cards, please do so. Let's hang out and go deeper into these archangel animals and yeah, see what we have here. And thank you so, so much, all of you. I just saw rabbit and squirrel and dove. Okay, focus, focus. This is so intense. All right. Do, 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 do. All types of deer have incarnated from Lakume, the ascended aspect of Sirius. They learn and teach about trust. The gentle feminine doe has her third eye open and is alert and watchful. The dignified masculine stag is grounded in his power, and his antlers symbolize dominance and supremacy. Stag's antlers grow in the spring, representing birth and renewal. They fall off in the autumn, denoting endings or loss. The mission of a doe's soul is to learn and teach about grace, innocence, trust, and family life. That of the stag is to learn and teach about trust in the universe, majesty, and self-empowerment, and to experience walking a solitary path. Their service missions are to eat fresh grasses and leaves in order to stimulate new growth. The deer card is reminding you to trust the universe to look after and support you, to trust your own deepest intuition, then follow its guidance. Deer bring you a message of balance and equilibrium for you. Wow, I love how these always tie things together. For you are guided to employ your psychic knowing while maintaining your dignity and divine magnificence. Accept your magnificence. If you are reading this in the spring, expect a renewal of hopes, confidence, and a new direction. Technically, this is still the spring because we're in June 7th. So if you're watching this when this was released. If it is the autumn, there may be endings that will ultimately benefit you, so handle them with grace. You are asked to look out for and help those weaker than yourself, and Archangel Michael will assist you in this task. He invites you to remember that we are all one, and in helping another, you promote your spiritual growth and ultimately that of the planet. It's beautiful. There's even more that goes to this tattoo, but the archangels did have me get this, and it's actually a generic thing that you can find on the internet. So I was like, excuse me, but it's okay. And I'll never forget, someone was like, isn't that some generic saying that's on like, you know, I don't remember what they said, but they're like, you know, random stuff you can get at Ross or whatever. And I was like, this is about a near-death experience. Excuse me. And then they were like, oh, I'm a jerk. And I was like, maybe. Anyways, side stuff about me. Back to you. You may have a tattoo that's important. Like everything I ramble about myself is usually for somebody. So please bear with those messages if you're like, whatever, lady. And I'm like, no. But this is going to resonate with someone and it's going to activate something. So just if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Okay. These bright little insects from Orion carry wisdom and joy in their energy fields. They spread angelic qualities of peace, harmony, cooperation, joy, love, and higher understanding wherever they go. People sense this and love them for it. If you feel delighted when you see a ladybird, your energy shifts and this opens you to experience joy, blessings, and good fortune from the universe. While the service mission of ladybirds on Earth is to eat aphids that damage crops, their sole mission is to assist all plants. They work with the fairies and sylphs, who are air elementals, to blow away from fauna and flora any lower energy that is holding back their development and growth. They also communicate with those insects who are damaging plants and try to persuade them to move away. If you are graced by the presence of a ladybird, you are very blessed. If you chose this card, it signals that you are about to receive a blessing from the universe. An angel may touch you. You guys, touched by an angel, go watch that show if you can find episodes of it. I don't know. It was from, my mom was obsessed with that. It was from, I think, the 80s and 90s. Oh my gosh, I feel my mother. Okay, this reading just got so intense, you guys. This isn't like your typical YouTube tarot reading. Happiness awaits you. You are illuminated with new understandings, or good fortune is coming your way. Give thanks for all that you have received already, so that you are energetically prepared for the new before the gift flies away. Ladybird energy invites you to spread angelic qualities today. This will make a difference to those you touch, and you may be surprised how people and animals will appreciate it. You are also asked to communicate graciously to all the people you meet or write to in a way that will nourish and support them. All right. This is your reading. Oh my goodness. Thank you. You guys are amazing. You are probably my soul family. And thank you so much for being here. You have no idea how much I appreciate you as I'm rebuilding. If you're new to my channel, this is my third channel and I've gone through a lot. I'm going through this ascension process myself, and it is a big deal, and absolutely we don't have control over a lot of it. So I am right here with you, and I love you so much. Thank you. And if this didn't resonate at all, this may be something that is either not ready for you, and it may be like the future, or maybe you have messages in another pile, or you just needed to hear about this experience that others are going through. But yeah, I do personals, and if you're interested in a personal, I do love and non-love readings. I also do Reiki healings, which I didn't mention a lot in this video for some reason, but I do live Reiki healings. And so yeah, if you're interested in that, let me know. Thank you again for being here. I love you so much. Bye-bye.